Getting work. Buckle down, keep at it, don't wait for that phone call. Getting work is a job in itself, and you should put time aside each week to work on this aspect of your career. When starting out, and well into your career, never assume that other people in the entertainment industry know who you are. Make contact with casting directors particularly, because they hold the key and open the doors for most work either on the screen or on the stage. Most theaters these days employ people to help with the casting. Maybe they get in a freelancer for that one particular show. So getting yourself known to all the well-known casting directors is essential. So much of the work you will get depends on luck and on their thinking of you just when the job comes up. So that card could arrive at exactly one of those moments. It has happened. Which photograph should you send out? The large one to casting directors, or the small one on your postcards? From your session with your photographer, you have a number of pictures from which to make your final selection. Most actors will choose up to 7 or 8 different shots in varying poses and changes of clothes, and so forth, but you will probably end up using only 1 or 2 as your favorites. You will put one photograph in any actor's directory you have access to, and it is a good plan to use the other as a contrast to send out to people. Things are rapidly changing since the internet came into being. For one thing, the old-fashioned process of personally sending large photographs to all and sundry is not only unnecessary, but also a terribly costly business. The good thing is that an agent can send instant pictures to a casting director, who has a printout on her desk when you turn up for the interview. In fact, your photographer can take an image of you and put it through the computer to your agent, who can make comments on it before any decision is taken to print it. It reduces the number of prints enormously, because you will have been able to make adjustments and choices on the spot. Keep in contact with those people who you know like your work, especially those who trained with you and who might have gone on to be writers, directors, producers, even casting directors. That friendly contact over the years can pay dividends. It is a very bad idea to call them on the telephone, especially at home, unless you know them extremely well and can regard them as a friend. Who knows what they might be doing the moment you call? Make up your own database where you can record who has seen you in what, who has interviewed you when, and whom you wrote to. You should carefully record whenever a casting director has sent you for a job, and what the result was, if you got called back, and so forth. So you will have a record of which casting directors know that you can at least get to the stage of being considered. These will be the ones you will regularly keep in contact with. Your database will allow you to give any new agent a complete list of all your personal contacts, for her to exploit as well as she can. We recommend you make regular theatre and cinema visits. It is surprising how many actors don't find this interesting, for not only do you see some extraordinary acting from which to learn, but you will be seen as being interested in the current acting world and be able to discuss all the latest performances with your interviewer when going for your next job. Find the financial means somehow. It is part of the getting work process. Some people hate to go round backstage after a show, especially if they have not particularly enjoyed it, but the actors in the show love it, as a rule, so do make the effort. No need to stay long, but the actors will appreciate the time you took and who knows what other people you might bump into. Again, do not be pushy, but be seen. If, of course, you hated the show, there is no point in going round, unless you have a very close friend in it, then it is essential. Your friend really needs to see you. Having braved it backstage on such an occasion, there are several favorite expressions, such as congratulations, how about you, then, it was lovely to see you on stage, that can be used to cover your embarrassment. Insulting other people is not the wisest choice of words at this stage, no matter how ghastly you thought the set, direction, or music, because you cannot be sure who is listening at the keyhole, or who will be told of your comments. Just stick to praising your friend. It is not always financially possible to throw dinner parties on a lavish scale, but having little groups round for drinks with nibbles from time to time should not be beyond your pocket. These are the ideal occasions to include friends who are also part of the job network. If you do this on a regular basis, then you will surely be invited out, too. Do not push too hard in any direction, but just be sociable.